Hey guys, this is totally Sassy T from the 803. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing wonderful. I am in Charlotte, of course. You know, gotta represent my team, baby. But before, 4 o'clock, I had to come on here and do my review. You know it. Okay, so let's not waste no time. Let's get to it. Before we do, remember all things in this channel, on this channel, about this channel is alleged in our opinion. It is for teaching. It is for learning. It is, my dears, for sheer entertainment. Okay? Popping my lip gloss. Anyway, you guys, Love and Marriage Huntsville was dead again until Mel showed up on the scene. Okay, listen, so we're gonna start off with the Scots on Brokeback Mountain. They were going up that Broke Mountain with woods and trees and stones. Looked like an avalanche would have happened any minute. So yeah, Tisha, I've been scared too. But yeah, y'all want to buy that cheap land, trying to be cheap and go up there and bust rocks and stuff. But baby, couldn't catch me on it. But that's on y'all. Anyway, they were talking about her and Marceau, talking about Wanda's trash truck. Fruit, whatever truck that is. It looked like a trash truck to me. And she wants to invest in it. Marceau was like, that's a bad idea. It looked like it would never run. Blase this. And Tisha was like, well, she said she put a battery in it and ran it, and drove it around the block. And Marceau said she lied. And I believe it. She lied. Okay. But anyway, you guys remember how Martell said that Marceau was involved with 20 plus women and blah this and blah that. Tisha still ain't gonna let it go until she hear Martell say it. Okay. Listen. She said that, you willing to invest in Martell, but not my mom, and he's tried to ruin our marriage. Here you go. I knew it was coming. We got children and everything, and he's trying to ruin our marriage. Like, what? Hey, listen, girl, I can't even with Tisha. Tisha, ain't nobody trying to ruin your marriage. That's done all by itself, baby. We know it's a marriage of convenience. And whatever Marceau want to do, you do. Whatever he want to do, you just get you reap the benefits. You get your Brokeback Mountain. You get your Brokeback Manor. So, okay. So he said, well, Martell is good at what he does. And when he, they produce money. In other words, your mama ain't producing nothing right now. And so she said when he wants her to talk to Martell about buying back into Scout. Now this is very interesting, you guys. Look at the manner how Tisha was talking to Martell. Look at the gloatness in her face, because she actually thought she was doing something. But before we go there, we're going to go to Miss Melody and Miss Van. Miss Melody was cleaning off the back of her beautiful patio deck back there, and she was saying that, she's trying to get the pollen and stuff off. Van came over. She said, well, I saw where you posted the Teen Wifey shirt of Letitia. And she said, yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? She said, yeah, I posted, so what? And she said, yeah, I throw it a little shade. She said, since everybody on that side has been just nasty shade, she said, I threw a little fun shade. And guess what? It made you some money. And it did. It did. And she was right. Miss Van is absolutely right. She got a right to throw shade, because that's all the Scots have been doing, and Destiny have been doing. I got a little thing with Destiny. Something popping in the oven, allegedly. Look like it anyway. But anyway, we'll get there. And she said, yeah, why can't I have throw shade? They throw it at you. And Melody was, of course, saying, anytime you come for your child, a child, Mama Bear coming out, and you got that right. You come for mine. I'm definitely, guess what? Coming for you, baby. I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Don't come for my kid. But anyway, you guys, so they was talking about that, and Miss Van said something interesting. She said that she was very hurt by Martell. Martell knows the truth about her and Mark, but he turned on her on the stage to side with the Scotts. And I you know what? I believe Miss Van. I'm not gonna lie. I think Miss Van was trying to help Mark. She realized this fool was crazy as all get out, and she had to leave that alone. You know, you can't help but people but so long, and especially people that are suffering from some type of mental illness. Until they recognize it and get help for themselves, there's nothing else you can do but pray for them and try to pray that they go to recognize they got problems. Okay. Anyway, so, and it goes to Martell, and here it come, meeting Letitia at Black. Now, y'all, it's interesting that Letitia was actually sitting there gloating. Yeah, girl, she was gloating. So, you know, she talked about Martell. You know, they introduced, you know, they came and did the, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to it. She was like, well, you know, how you been? And, you know, he was telling her, he said, she was like, I heard you wanted to buy back into Scout. She said, Scout is not the old Scout. She said it's under new management, and that's me. Okay, sis. You on the new management? Okay. Miss Mirroring Melody. Oh, yeah, you mirroring. You want Melody life so bad. And y'all, it's a mirroring that gets me, because they are mirroring Melody's life, and they are actually trying to live this woman's life and trying to push her out. Baby, the deceit is real. Do you hear me? But anyway, she was talking about because when we got scoped, when I bought the rest of your share of scoped, she said you guys were in the negative. And she said, now I brought it under my leadership in the positive. And now we are a multi-million-dollar company. Girl, that was the best joke you told. Girl, you got some sense of humor. Go ahead, Tisha. You got some sense of humor. In other words, she was saying when you and Melody had it, y'all had it in the negative. Y'all were broke. Y'all was not managing the money right. And so when I took over Miss Letitia Scott, honey, I got it right. And now it is grown. Girl, bye. You is the biggest liar. If lie was a person, you would have L-I-E-R all over your face, okay? I mean, seriously. You sat there and pretty much said if it wasn't Mel and Martell were broke when they had scoped, okay, see, if that's what you think, you go right ahead. We know better. You still trying to convince yourself. And so she goes on to talk to Martell like he's nothing. And this nut let her. I mean, Martell, you can't tell when you being bullied, but you sure can go around and bully Mel. But you can't tell. You think siding with the Scott's going to get you some clout? Nuh-uh. Baby, it's making you look worse than you already is, okay? So, you know, she was like, what would make me think that you changed? Because you came, you know, with a whole different energy the last couple of years, saying that Marceau was sleeping with 20 different women, and, you know, we have a family, and that could have jeopardized our family. Martell looked like, you know what, I'm not going to even go there with you. But he said, yeah, I was in a different space. You know, he had to finesse his way through that one. Let me tell you what happened here, if y'all didn't pick up on it. In other words, Letitia was saying, in order to work for me, I don't want to hear nothing else about my husband's infidelities out of you. If you're going to work for me, you're going to have to be on the hush-hush when it comes to Marceau. Because you almost ruined a perfect marriage, a perfect image. And I ain't going to fall for that. So if you want to work for Scott, which can't be spelled without Holt, we're going to have to do some different things. So, in other words, you can't talk about Marceau if you want this job. Okay. Yeah, that's what she was saying. We're going to nip all this in the bud. All right. So, you want to work? Close your mouth. In other words, that's what she was saying. Okay. But you know what, Martel, a closed mouth don't get fed, baby. You keep on closing your mouth to them Scots. All I got to say is, if you that weak to let somebody boss you like that, then baby, baby, you ain't never been a strong man. That lets me know right there, you ain't never been one anyway. It took, male to, to make you look good. But now, here come a woman who is totally against your family, and she just tore you down in front of millions of people. To this little. Yeah, I hope you watching this, because that girl tore you down and made you look stupid. She really did. She tore you down because she said, you want to work for me and this company because it's under new management. You going to keep your mouth shut about my husband. Oh, yeah, that's what she did. But anyway, I digress and I move on, honey. So, it goes to, who it go to next? Oh, but being at the, they throw the ball at the pins, okay? Football and pins or whatever that mess with. And they're just talking about, life. And Marceau said, I heard you had a date with my wife. And Martel looking like, what? He said, now you met with Tisha at Black. And he's like, oh, yeah, we had a pretty good talk. Now, Marceau coming here looking like a tight can of biscuits under heat. Honey, he looked like he was about to bust. All it took was 1 degree up and that whole shirt would have busted open, honey. Nothing but sour, doughy boobs and belly and all that would have just popped out of that whole shirt. He looked so tight and them titties tight and everything else. Crooked letter K. Squidward twin. You need to do better when it comes to your clothes. Now, I know y'all having it rough right now. That $5.5 million hanging over your head. But, baby, you can afford a bigger shirt. You are not little, okay? And you don't have no muscles. So, I don't know what you're trying to flex, but flex it off, okay? Anyway, they talk, and Louis just sitting back there laughing. And Maurice looking like he owns something. Yeah. Just crazy looking. And they just, kiki and can. Okay, there wasn't nothing to that. Melnica and Martel meet. Now, this is interesting. They meet to tell Martel to tell Melnica what Mel said, okay, about them sleeping together. If you remember back in the beginning, Martel said him and Melnica never slept together. They were just always platonic friends. But now they slept together in high school. Now she said, yeah, you always been a cheater. Relationship. It wasn't just sleeping together. They were in a relationship, baby. He said, no, what? Not me. He said, you cheated too. She said, no, I didn't. She said, you just like Mel. You're lying just like Mel did. See, y'all, they have been sleeping together. And you know what happened? Production edit that part out when I think they want us to forget that Melnica say if we sleeping together now it ain't nobody's business. But I bet you their husband say it's my business. I bet you better not be sleeping with that Negro, because if you is, you better get yourself and grow up on out of here and be with that hoe. Okay, so yeah, they had a relationship. And Melnica, you just told on yourself, huh? You made it known that you were still wanting the ding-a-lang from Martel. And you, my dear, was like, sleeping, and y'all had a full-blown relationship in high school and probably afterwards, and when you found out that he was actually getting married, that he was cheating on you with Mel, that's when you called Mel and said that he was trying to holler at one of your assistants. The lies you tell. Girl, it's not what you say, it's what you don't say. Okay? Okay. Now, Destiny, we're going to get to you. Okay, now it's the soft opening of Madani. Madon. Okay? The opening of Madonti. Because there ain't nothing that open. It's still closed. All right? And y'all, have y'all recognized that, Disney's stomach is a little big, and she kept trying to put stuff in front of it and try to hide it, and the cameras was turned a certain way. Oh, I peeped that. Did y'all peep that? Is it a bun growing? Is there a peanut in the ground? Huh? What's up? And I ain't saying that, but allegedly you looking kind of fluffy down there, girl. Yes, you are. Kind of fluffy. I know you got a new man, so it might be a bun in the oven. You're trying to save it for next season? So you can have a storyline. Baby, we already peeped that. You can't hide nothing from me. These eyes see everything. I see you, Desmond. But anyway, Martell and Melnika come, and he's talking to Destiny, and he says, did you invite Melody? She said, Mel is right here. And Martell was like, no, Melody. And she was like, you like the way I decorated the cabinets? I painted them black. It looks good, don't it? And then everybody's coming in, Kimmy and Maurice come in their little sports car, and, Miss Wanda out there setting up for the food, for the trash truck and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, y'all. And then Mel. And see, people say that Mel shouldn't have came because she wasn't invited. But that's not the point. You talk about my kids. You best believe I'm going to pull up wherever you at, and we're going to have a confrontation. Okay? We're going to have a discussion whether I was invited or not. So now Mel wasn't wrong for pulling up and starting drama. In fact, she knew the assignment. She passed with 100+, okay? Because it was just dead. Now, when that gold Jeep pulled up, that gold Mercedes pulled up, that's when the excitement started. You hear me? So, let me let y'all know. Mel didn't start nothing. They kept talking about Mel before Mel was even there to keep the whole thing interesting because it was dead. It was dead. So, yes, it's going to be interesting next week. So, you guys, remember to like this video, share this video, and comment below and keep me in the algorithm, yo. You guys, I'm in Charlotte. I'm going to see my daughter. She got some kind of, bad news. Her landlord is selling their house. And if any of my peeps know any realist people that has realty, rental property in Rock Hill, York, any area close to Charlotte, let me know, please, because she is, I'm coming. She is in dire straits to find another rental property. She had a nice rental property. She's a great tenant, but this guy, this is how nasty he is. He let the agreement run out, and then gave her 31 days from yesterday to find her somewhere else to go. And she has 4 children and a limited income, because not limited, but I mean, she has a great job, but it costs money to move. So I told her, I said, I'm gonna reach out in my peeps, because I've got peeps everywhere. So if they have no peeps to no peeps, they're going to tell me, okay? So you guys, help a sister out. Let me know what I should do, for as fundraising and stuff like that. Y'all can give me some great advice. I would appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I will come back after the game. keep you guys updated on her situation. I'm praying hard. I'm looking for her. Even if I can get the money myself, I would definitely put down on a place for her. So I'm working hard at this. Y'all can work hard with me. You know, I'm here to help anybody, and I know I have peeps that will help. So spread the word, okay? All right, you guys. I love you. Thank you. Welcome new subscribers. Bye-bye.